Good morning, everybody. Today is June the 7th, 2022. This is StockCast, and my name is James Mason. So let's go ahead and drop those tickers in the comment section that you are watching this morning. The pre-market is pretty slim pickings. There's not really much news, but if you guys are watching something, drop them tickers, but please let us know why you're watching them. If you put in POAI, you don't have to write anything. We already know. So go ahead, guys, and please do that. And please hit that like button or dislike button, because really it's all the same shit with the algorithm. Just hit it. So, all right, Dow futures are currently down 276 points this morning. S&P 500 is down 39 points, and it's looking like a pretty bloody day so far in the market. Man, how about the eye? If you don't know about the eye, well, shit, you ain't in the know then. But if you don't know about the eye, you truly are missing out. So the eye is something that we created. No one else has it in the world. And, well, it is, you know what, I can't hype it up like that. If you know, you know. I'll just keep it at that. And for the people who already know, when I say if you know, you know, well, you already know. All right. So yesterday, man, those wells that we're tracking on the eye, they went short over $1 billion. It's actually, like, last time I looked, like 1.3 billion. And in the big realm of things here, like $1 billion is nothing in the stock market, but we do follow certain wells in the market, and we can see their positions in their accounts. And shoot, I'll be damned, like, these people, I swear to God, they hit the tops and bottoms. Like, it doesn't happen immediately because, one, that's not how the stock market works. But once they get into positions that have either, $1 billion plus to the long side or to the short side, that shit, it ends up turning completely in the market and goes in their direction. It's unbelievable, to be honest. So with that being said, we are sitting nice today. So I'm excited about that. I am very excited about that. As you guys remember me talking about the SPY yesterday and it potentially getting rejected off of those levels, well, that's what it looked like it has done. And let's go ahead and we'll take a look at the charts. All right, let's go to the daily chart here on the SPY. So you can see how things were yesterday. We started getting rejected. Well, it was pushing up against this 415 range. And I was saying, like, this is kind of a weird range. It is a strong resistance, but I was kind of fearful that it would, kind of play around right here and then surprise everybody. And don't get me wrong, it still can. But with it being down to 407 right now, it's obviously less likely. But we do know how this market goes. Jerome Powell just has to come out and say some BS, and hell, we could be up to 430 again. But based off of the setup and, in a sense, kind of like not getting screwed in the market, which we always get screwed in the market, but just generally speaking, just looking at this chart setup and no wacky stuff in the market over at least the last few days, we can see that it was acting like a strong resistance right here around 415. But I was kind of a little hesitant to really do anything until yesterday, when I saw the wells on the eye, on the StockCast feature, go over $1 billion short on the SPX. And that's when I know that they're serious about direction. And then, we made our trades that we're currently still in, and we're still going to play them out. But Before that, going back to yesterday's show, that setup was not there yet. So I was a little skeptical about it, kind of dance around right here and then have that surprise break above and come up here and test this 86 or 100 EMA and then possibly getting rejected right there. But I'm actually glad that this happened. Now we're not in the clear, at least in the sense of me being able to say, oh, the market's going to just collapse right here. I don't know yet. Actually, none of us know. We won't know until we know. But we can see how here we are here pre-market at 407.81. We've now dropped below that 9 EMA on the daily chart. And as long as this MACD on the daily charts keeps rolling over, or we stay below that 9 EMA, we are all right to the put side, at least in terms of like SPY. I don't want anybody, getting that twisted when I say we're all right to the put side and jumping into something and it has a bullish catalyst, and it goes up. But at least just looking at the daily chart right here on the SPY, as long as we stay beneath this 9 EMA, we're okay at the moment to the put side. But keep in mind that can change at any moment. So that's where we currently stand, the overall market up to this point. And let's hold on a second. Let me adjust my camera. So good morning, everybody. Nice to see y'all in here. Go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know, like, are you guys watching this from work, at home, or wherever you're watching it at? Maybe some of y'all watching it in the county jail. I don't know. But if you are, hey, rep that county prison system. Let's hear it. Giovanni, I know you are, my man. My man right here. I'm just kidding. Giovanni's not. I like Giovanni. Oh, man. All right. Let's see. Hold on. Got some comments coming in. All right. But anyways, man, talking about StockCast and the eye, all that stuff. Some people still ask me about it. We're still planning to release it sometime in the third quarter of this year. I don't have no specific date. There's so much work involved here, and we have so many people. Man, we have so many people working on it. It's a monster, but it is coming along for sure. There's only going to be 2 million NFTs total, meaning that meaning that up to 2 million people can get access to the site, because you'd have to own an NFT. And I'm not going to like explain all the NFT stuff right now, but once we get closer to the time, everybody, I'll put out videos showing you guys how to, get them, make them work, things like that. Like, I'm not going to leave you just high and dry, because it doesn't benefit me. So I'll teach you how the system works once we get to that point, how to get your NFTs and whatnot. But best case scenario, like, only a max of 2 million people can get or will be able to have a membership active on the social network. Now, with that being said, there are going to be a lot of people who are holding a lot of NFTs. So there is never going to be 2 million people on the social network. And that's going to create a lot of supply and demand. But to be honest with y'all, man, I might lessen the amount of NFTs. Now, I know a lot of people might be hearing this right now thinking, no, I don't want to lose NFTs. Like, you guys ain't going to lose NFTs, the ones who are going to get them already. But I might lessen the amount of NFTs, and which will create more significant demand. But we'll talk about that later on. But for y'all who have been in TTBB for a while and have gotten the information from me when I would speak about the wells, and as soon as they make that $1 billion move, whether it be long or short in the market, and it works, that's too much of an edge. If you already know what I mean. Imagine how valuable those NFTs will be. But all right, so let's move on with the show. I don't want to harp on that too much because the show ain't about that. So they gave you guys some time to say stuff in the comments. Let's see. Hold on. Let me run through it real quick. I haven't seen Giovanni's comment anymore. Or I haven't seen him comment since. Giovanni, I was just joking about the county jail stuff. For those who don't know me, I'm always sarcastic. I don't mean nothing by it. Giovanni knows me. We're just joking. All right. So yesterday we had hold on, I'm just looking at my notes. Let me pull it up in the chart. Yesterday we had the Turtle Beach little proxy meeting. I believe it was June 6th, whatever. I had done voted like a month ago, so I wasn't even worried about it. But if you guys remember, I say it was probably about 2 months now ago that Donrail came out, this little firm called Donrail. They came out and they was trying to do a hostile takeover in Turtle Beach, ticker HEAR. Now, me personally, I can't say if I would get in right now or not. There are a lot of things going on behind the scenes right here. But Donrail came in, wanted to do bye, baby, I love you. Have fun. Donrail came in, they wanted to do a hostile takeover, and basically got into a proxy battle with Turtle Beach and Bank of America. So here we are let's see, it was in March, I think around March 18th, somewhere around mid-March. The board for Turtle Beach came out, and they actually ended up, after a couple little rounds of like talking, they finally, and it wasn't going nowhere, those talks, they finally gave Donrail 3 board seats, and also and started up some committee to start looking to sell the company. So Turtle Beach in the future is going to be sold. It's just when. They're looking for someone who's going to give them a decent price, but Turtle Beach is going to be sold in the future. That, or it's just going to be taken over by Donrail. The board of directors, I mean, they essentially lost control of Turtle Beach. But we're going to see what the final results are here in the next few days when they release that filing for Turtle Beach, and see what happens. It would be weird for the board of directors in Turtle Beach, after giving up 3 board seats to Donrail, if they still lost in the end. So this is one of the standbys. This one right here, I have a shit average for real. 21.39. I haven't even bothered to even try to average down. I haven't even cared. And the reason why is, 1, I don't feel like dealing with the stress of it. 2, I have 1,000 shares or 1,200. No, I have 1,000 now. I sold off 200 to move some money around. But I have 1,000 shares now. And if they do a buyout in the future, which I believe so, I mean, heck, we can look at Turtle Beach's long-term chart. I mean, we see we really go back, like we see really how low they are. But you can see we have a lower high right here. I mean, a higher low right here. And that usually is a bullish signal. So the rumor was basically a buyout at 36 or above. I can see that. And if we do get that, then that's why I don't care about my average right now. As long as it just doesn't like keep tanking with the market or something like that. But now I'm not saying to get in to this by any means. I said this ever since the very beginning. This is only dependent on a buyout, and it's a long-term hold. If and when this does happen, which I do believe it will, but if and when this does happen, it will be one of those things kind of like how Kohl's is, ticker KSS. How one morning you'll wake up and you'll see this because they got a buyout offer. So, it's not official with Kohl's, but this is pretty much how it will end up looking. You'll one morning you'll wake up, they'll have the news, buyout offer, negotiations, whatever they say, whatever lingo, and then you'll just see it just shoot up. And if and when it does that, that's what I'm going to sell. So that's the plan there for Turtle Beach, ticker HEAR. All right, let's see. Let me run through the comments really quickly. So good morning, everybody who is just now tuning in. So Michael, to answer your question about the wallet needs for the NFTs, I mean, we have a plan. We're still working with it through the documents. In the end, actually, I'm not going to say nothing right now. I don't want to put words in my developer's mouth. So I'll come back to this question later on. Sorry about that. Let's see. David, let me look yours up real quick. Ticker CEI. Okay, so this is ticker CEI. I haven't kept up with what they're doing. I don't really know. But looking at it, hold on a second. All right, so it's been quite some time since they had a stock split, which that's good. And we have already, we tested it the first time back here, breaking above that 86-100 EMA. It pushed up. It really pushed up this time. And there's the sell-off afterwards. A little spike there for whatever reason. To be honest, oh shit, it's only about 60 cents right now. Hold on a second. Let me go back again. Hold on, I'm just counting. Okay, just making sure. Okay, so it's not looking like they're really going to meet compliance of being back above $1 for 10 consecutive business days. So hold on, let me see their share structure really quickly. Okay, so they have 400, we'll round it up to 415 million shares outstanding. I fully expect them to do a reverse split. With that many shares out in the market and them nowhere near compliance, right around 180 days, they'll probably do a split here, probably pretty soon. And me personally, like, how I'm going to say this is going to kind of come off wrong, but hopefully you guys understand it. But me personally, if I was in this ticker right here and was able to see that it has not been above $1 for 10 consecutive business days, but it's kind of been in the same range overall, but long enough to see that, oh shit, okay, we're right at that 180-day mark. Chances are it's probably going to do a reverse split. There is, I mean, and again, this ain't going to sound too good, but you are fortunate enough to be able to see, like, okay, the likelihood of this doing reverse split is probably 95% or greater. And me personally, I would, depend on how many shares I had, I possibly might sell it. But that's just me personally. Again, like, I don't have no skin in the game here. I don't know what the company is really doing on the back end. I don't know of any catalysts or whatnot. So people could have, their reasons for being in this and riding it out through a reverse split. But this is just me with no skin in the game, looking at this ticker and seeing that it's coming right up on their 180-day mark, and already just seeing the writing on the wall. So that's just a quick opinion on ticker CEI. All right, let's move on. Let's talk real quick about, let's talk about Twitter. So Elon Musk. This is literally Elon Musk all right here. All of this. Like, I made some money, back here when I first traded it. After, he came out talking about wanting to buy Twitter. And I was out, But if I was like a long-term shareholder here, man, I would be freaking aggravated that Elon Musk is coming out saying, hey, I want to buy this shit. And then it goes up. And I'm like, okay, cool. Whether I be in profit or not, that wouldn't matter here in this hypothetical situation. But, and then it just starts going all over the place because Elon is, honestly, he is being smart about it. He's not trying to come in and save every Twitter shareholder at his own expense. He's trying to get the best deal out of this. And you cannot fault him for that. Like, why wouldn't you? He is coming in and he's questioning everything about Twitter, which is how you should be when you're buying a company. And we're not dumb. We know that Twitter is controlled by bots. Like, the majority of the accounts on Twitter are bots. Who knows how much? I personally think the range is between 40 and 60% of the accounts, maybe more. Twitter, in my opinion, has never came close to meeting its potential. But with that being said, on the negative side of it, how many times have you guys ever have made a tweet and you would never get any engagement, or you would get these comments that you can look at and be like, yeah, that's a Twitter bot. But I'm talking about real people. I cannot tell you how many times, which is also one of the reasons why we don't focus on Twitter as a social platform medium for transparent traders. We have our accounts there, but in terms of finding people or engagement, we know it's not on Twitter. Twitter is a very weird place. It's probably the ghetto of social media. That's really the only way I can put it. It's freaking wild. But anyways, Elon's coming in here. He's turning it up and questioning everything. And man, that price just keeps dropping and dropping. And he's going to squeeze them down for all he can. And I'm sure when he does commit to it and buy it in the end, I'm sure it'll probably take off running after that. But his latest thing was him saying that he could back out of this deal if he wanted. And the thing is with Elon, like he's not bluffing. Like he's one of those people that like you really don't want to call his bluff because he will do it. And I believe that everybody knows he'll do it. And which is also one of the reasons why Twitter keeps dropping. So I just wanted to bring that up. It is very interesting what's going on here. But long term, I mean, I do think Twitter will be a force to be reckoned with, especially if Elon gains control of the company. So let me take a quick run through the comments. Oh man, it's already time for the bell. Well, we don't got time for them comments. All right, everybody. So, hey, try to do your best today. Trade safe. We're still in a wild market right now. Even though the SPY is pulling down, anything can push it back up. Just remember that, guys. If you start feeling weary about a trade that you're already profitable in, you definitely need to have a stop loss that would protect you at least at a bare minimum at break even or to take some profits. But for me, if I start to really question a trade and I'm already profitable in it, I'll cash out. I can't tell you how many times I've done it. And then, I mean, I've seen it, make its move later that I wanted, that I waited for. But it's just one of those things. Like if I start to feel weary about something and I'm already profitable, I'll cash out. That way I don't have to stress over it. Because once you start stressing over a trade, everything you've ever learned, you'll start doing shit that you've never done before. Like you'll go back to trading like this is your first day in the stock market. So with that being said, you guys take care and I will see y'all in the next one.